Boom or bust? That's the question for today. In fact, it's the question that I get asked most often is, what's going to happen with this housing market? Is there going to burst? Is the bubble, so to speak, going to burst at some point? So today I'm just going to give you some information, and then I'll end the video by giving you my opinion, my answer to that question. First, just you guys know that I talked about hitting home runs in real estate. So really, this is just an extension of that. The hitting home runs in real estate is really just about me being an advisor and giving you guys information, help you guys be successful and make decisions that you need to make. And then you guys, when you're successful, you hit that home run in real estate. So, three tidbits we're going to start off. First one, buyer demand. There is a lot of built up buyer demand, and the demand is unlikely to change anytime soon. There's many factors pushing that. One of those factors being ridiculously low mortgage rates. Other factors being people have realized they need larger homes, and now they want an office in the home. Maybe they still want the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but they want a space with an office in it now. Or some pandemic stuff is making people want to move, like they want it out of the area that they're in, because maybe they don't like the way that region or state has handled things. So all those things are going on, and there's different reasons behind that, but there's lots of built up buyer demand. Number two tidbit of information is a lot of people, when they talk about this potential for a burst in the housing market, they reference 2007, 2008 and what happened with then. But a significant portion of that problem was bad lending practices. There were a lot of regulations put in after that time in regards to lenders and making loans and appraisers, and just a lot of checks to make sure the market didn't get flooded with a lot of bad loans. So the bad loans that really contributed to that situation really are not out there now. And then number three, the last little tidbit is really kind of tied to lending. For us to really see a change in the market, we'd have to see it flip basically to a buyer's market, where we are in a really strong seller's market right now. We would have to see it completely flip. That is really unlikely to happen because of point number two, but also for a couple different reasons. So let's dive into the mortgage and where there may be some concern there. So let's jump back about a year ago. Federal government, with the CARES Act, put in place mortgage forbearance, that if you qualify for forbearance with your lender, you've had some protection there, and those programs are still in place, and there's talk of those programs being extended all the way to the end of the year. So that is unlikely to go away. At the peak of that, there was 4.2 million loans, mortgages on forbearance. Now, at least with the most recent numbers we have, it's 2.7. So we've already seen a big drop in that number. And even if a significant percentage of that 2.7 were to be in financial troubles to where they couldn't pay it, most homes right now have significant equity to them because of the market that we've been in, and just the steady increase of prices. And most homes have a substantial amount of equity. If you've owned the home for at least 2 years, you're probably in a good spot. So it's unlikely that we'll see this big surplus in foreclosures, because most people could sell their home and get out from under that payment without having to go in foreclosure. They've got the equity in their home that they can do that sale, or maybe even a short sale. And because banks don't want to go into that foreclosure process like they did last time, foreclosures is unlikely, at least to the number that we would need to see to flip the market, unlikely to happen. So lastly, my opinion, will there be a burst? No, I don't believe there will be a burst. There will be a slowdown, a little bit, just that we will return to some normalcy. But there's too many good, healthy things pushing the market right now for there to be a real slowdown. So hope you guys find this info valuable, helps you to make some decisions. If you have questions for me, feel free to reach out to me, message me, call me. Love to sit down just for some coffee and talk over questions you might have. So reach out to me. We'll talk to you later.